Cheryl and Liam Payne have confirmed their split. Yes, 2.5 years down the line, the news is official. They can no longer fight for their love. The pair have told their 40 million followers the devastating news. We are sad to announce that we are going our separate ways. It's been a tough decision for us to make. They shocked the world with their romance when they got together back in 2016, and the tabloids have hounded them ever since. But amidst the crazy publicity, they found joy in the birth of baby Bear. With baby Bear as the priority, fingers are crossed for the pair as they go their separate ways.
Years and years frontman, queer hero, and my boyfriend, but he doesn't know it yet. Ollie Alexander has some advice for LGBTQ+ people finding it hard to be themselves in the current political landscape. And guys, it's beautiful.
I think our greatest support is each other. And I found great comfort and encouragement through my queer friends who, can talk to me about their experience. We can share our stories and we can support each other, and it's a bit like we are a family, I think, and we have to lift each other up. So I guess I would encourage someone who's struggling to just talk to a friend or find another queer person wherever you can and share something, because you almost always find you're not alone.
A new government report states that more than 2/3 of LGBT people in the UK avoid holding hands in public, which is news to many, but not the community. Queer people are on the TV, in the charts, and can get married, but not in Northern Ireland. Can we sort that out, please? But if things are so accepted, why do so many LGBT people feel scared to do something as inoffensive as hold hands with the person they love in public? And why, according to a government survey about LGBT life in the UK, are lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender people more likely to be less satisfied with life than everyone else? Well, listen, I'm only speaking as a gay, but from my personal point of view, that fear has been fostered by years of growing up with systematic shame that's put on us by a societal obsession with what constitutes normal. It's always important to flip things to someone else's point of view. So if you're a straight cisgender man or woman, imagine what it's like to grow up hearing that everything that you felt right to you was abnormal, dirty, or wrong. Imagine seeing newspapers make a big deal out of a straight kiss on TV, or a straight Power Ranger, or seeing a straight couple coming out. Imagine knowing that some people hate you so much they might shout offensive language at you, or worse, attack you on the street. Well, that is where this statistic comes from. Times are changing, but guys, we're still so far from where we need to be. Whatever your sexuality, skin color, gender, or favorite Netflix show, love is love. We're all equal, so let's all hold hands.
Lily Reinhart's hit back at people criticizing her for feeling insecure about her body. It started with an interview for Harper's Bazaar in which she said, "Marilyn Monroe was a curvy girl. She had boobs and she didn't have a 24-inch waist. To me, that's really inspiring and makes me feel like my body can be accepted." However, a lot of people were quick to point out that for starters, Lily isn't as curvy as Marilyn, and that actually she fits into the industry's narrow body standards, implying that she doesn't really have a right to be insecure. It's a complex issue because on one hand, yes, Lily does fit normative ideals of being thin, and so it may be jarring for people who don't to see her discuss her insecurities. On the other, we live in a society that places an inordinate amount of pressure and scrutiny on women's bodies, and it's pretty easy for anyone to feel uncomfortable in their own skin for whatever reason as a result. Just because you're thin doesn't mean you're exempt from this. As Lily tweeted, insecurity exists outside the limits of a certain dress size. She adds, feeling really disheartened by the fact that so many people are saying, "You're skinny, so shut up about embracing your body," as if my body dysmorphia is irrelevant because of how I look to some people. I'm either not curvy enough or not skinny enough to feel insecure. She also points out that telling people their concerns aren't worthy can have some pretty damaging effects. She tweets, "This is why people with mental health issues, depression, eating disorders, body dysmorphia, sometimes don't get the help they need because they're shamed into being quiet." She's right, it's crucial to take everyone's mental health seriously. The luckiest girl in the world can still be depressed. The hottest guy out there can still be hugely insecure. In fact, these struggles can be exacerbated when what you feel inside doesn't match other people's perception of you. When you think that you don't have a right to feel a certain way, which, as Lily points out, can lead to people feeling too ashamed to seek help.
The biggest snake in the villa, and that's because I think she sits on the fence all the time and goes from kind of like, says one thing to someone and then another thing to someone else. And people aren't gonna like me for this, but Samira, she sits on the fence and she's going back and forth saying different things to different people, and we can all see that, and I just don't like that.